You guys want to hear something pretty incredible that happened to me tonight? It's like 11:15 in the evening. Listen to the next snap. An interesting chain of events today occurred in speaking to a couple of different people on some pretty deep topics. And ultimately what just happened in the checkout lane at Walmart just blew my mind. Like, I just came out here tonight to pick up a pair of black tights for my daughter for band. And what was supposed to be a quick in and out thing ended up being a 2-hour trip because I sat in the parking lot on a phone conversation for an hour. The funny thing is the conversation that I was having on the phone for over an hour was with somebody that I don't normally talk to on a regular basis. I hadn't talked to her in so long, but we had such a deep philosophical conversation on the topic of God and his existence in our lives. And it was a really cool conversation because there was a lot of challenging questions, and it just got me so fired up to share my personal conviction and personal testimony in my life. And it was just one of those cool kinds of conversations that kind of progressed into this type of topic that neither one of us expected, but we're so blessed by. So speaking on the topic of God's existence in our lives and how he blesses us and his faithfulness, and there's this cool conversation. I'm here getting ready to stand in line at the checkout, and this guy comes up to me and he goes, "I'll give you $5 if you let me cut in front of you," right? I was just wrapping up a phone call with my husband, letting him know that I was okay, I'm not dead, I'm coming home soon. And I tell the guy, I'm like, just go, don't worry about it, it's fine. And so here he finishes up his transaction, right? And he says to the lady, as she's counting his change back, he says to her, "Go ahead and ring hers up. I'm paying for hers too." And I'm like, no, wait. What? Don't. And he's like, "You know what? Don't worry about it. Just bless the next person. Pay it forward." And that was like music to my ears because that was the entire conversation I've had in the parking lot for over an hour, talking about how God has been so faithful in my life and how his blessings overflow. Especially after just having an hour-long conversation about God's blessings and faithfulness in my life. I gotta say, it's totally undeniable that that was a God thing that just happened in there and was not by chance or luck. And it's one of those things where I'm sure a lot of people out there are going to probably say I'm naive and they wouldn't believe it. But if you knew the conversations that I had today, it's like a Robert De Niro thing where I look up at God and I'm like, you. No, you. He's got a sense of humor. So at the end of the day, I paid for the next stranger in line, and I can't help but give all glory to God. And if you're friends with me on Facebook, you're gonna crack up because Selfie Queen here had to take a picture with this Tommy Wallace, and we just had to laugh about it. I'm like, wait, before you leave, let's take a selfie. I'm posting on Facebook. So God bless. Have a good night, guys. There's one more thing I forgot to mention. Remember, I told him, don't worry about paying me $5 for letting you cut. I wouldn't take the $5 from him. But since I was there anyway, I picked up some groceries that I needed, like a case of water and things like that, tights for my daughter. And he did not stick around until the end of my transaction. He just gave her the money and left. Here's the thing, the change was $5. And that's, just the point of that is God's sense of humor and all of this and just how he works. It's crazy.